Good morning. I am not getting a super nasty cold. Yeah. Ooh, looks like there's an update to Pretzel. Oh, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Oh, and my video. Where's my camera? Hold on, just one moment. Camera. Properties. Boom, boom. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's cold. That's cold. Cold here with wind. That's that's the pain. If it was just wind or just cold, it'd be fine. But not both. Morning, Xenocron. Oh, Thursday. With EDM today. Head bopping tunes. Yeah. All right. Where's Western? There it is. Where did we leave off here? I'm not looking at the experimental live view. Oh, that's right. I created this new game thing. Oh, I don't have Bastion in game. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's add Bastion. Cargo add -p game Bastion. Does that work like that? It does. Look at that. Look, it worked. All right, here we go. Game lib. Oh, we are a game lib. Let's go back to server main. Okay, so we have this start here. That looks fine. How many lines do I? Okay, I'm gonna see. Can I bump this one more? Let's try. We're going to call game start and get a supervisor back. Game engine group not used. Is that okay? Why is that not used? Hmm. We need some way for the views to be able to tell the game server, I'm here. We don't have anything like that yet. Oh, and last night I read the first 4 chapters of Microservices Security in Action. The first 4 were a quick read, dare I say. Interesting. I ended up getting the print plus ebook on this. But I can't find the book anymore. It's in my room somewhere. I'm really kind of bummed about that. It's like one of those books that would end up living out the rest of its life holding up a monitor or something, right? It's a lot of it feels like common sense. So there's not a lot of like extra stuff in there. Like first 4 chapters I ended up highlighting stuff in the appendix, and see, it's not looking at my other monitor where my, but it's good. It's really good. There's a couple little pieces, little gems in there that I felt I needed. So the piece that got me was that, I decided, I'm just going to read it front, head to tail. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because the pieces that I needed were not in the chapters that I expected. They might be repeated because I'm expecting that I need chapter 7. However, I found stuff that was useful in chapter 4. I think 4. Let's see. What chapter is this? Oh, chapter 3. Chapter 3. I read the first 3 chapters. My mistake. Some of it's really quick. Because it's like, let's set up a project. And you're like, yeah, I'm not setting that up. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Right. You just kind of scan that piece. So it's quick in that sense. Like, they talk about... Oh, what is that? Zool? The Netflix API gateway, stuff like that, which sounds neat, but anyhow. So we need the game server to do stuff, right? It needs to receive messages. It needs to be able to identify a view, right? And to send messages to a view. Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Um, it will tell all for views. Hmm. Where'd the music go? Did we run out of EDM? I'm gonna restart Pretzel. It did a reload thing where it updated. Come on back, Pretzel. Here we go. See if we get the same song. Oh, different song. All right, so we need some name, some identifier that we can use. EDM can never end. Endless dance music forever. Yes, I saw that last night too. I saw this. Oh man, copy link. As a live view renderer. Template performance and improvements. Oh. Hot reloading. Auto formatting, goodness. And VS Code extension. Wah, wah. It seems pretty neat. U replacement or Tailwind? And it's rendered on the server. So yeah. It definitely seems like it would be a good good tool for doing some of these things like that I want to do. Is it faster though? I guess that would depend on your entire experience, right? Because in this case, Deoxys is going to be sending down, chunks to just modify the DOM with, whereas React would have to, get some data, modify the data stores, do like a re-render and all that. So in my opinion, I think live views have the potential for being a faster user experience, especially based on first load times. Oh, we can do client-side rendering too? I don't know. It does both. Wow. Hot reloading sounds slick. Almost as fast as Solid.js. Oh, subtree memoization. Okay, that was funny. Looks like an XKCD. All right. But it looks cool. Looks cool. We need some sort of... Let's see, we need children set up. Probably multiple children set up. Or we set it up so that we can scale up and down the children, right? Ooh, I like that idea. With name, game server dot. With redundancy. How about with resizer? Small size, exploring resizer. What is this? Is this a... Oh, it's a struct. So we go for default and then use lower and upper bound. Got it. But I think default was pretty good out of the gate. If we look at the default impl for this. Upper bound 10. Upper scale strategy. Scale rate. Yeah, downscale. Lower bound 1. It seems decent. And that. With distributor. What do we want to call this? Game server. Call it game server. Oh, there we go. So we'll get one of these for that stuff. Great. Depending on the mailbox size, we will scale up the number of children that we have here. Fantastic. Fancy, yeah. Let's receive a message. Message handler. And just for giggles, we just want everything in Prelude. Oops. Do we need the rest? Is the rest in Prelude? Looks like it. Okay. One of these. This takes assigned message was a ctx dot receive. Await. Ooh. Until. Here would receive the message. Okay. VR AR support for their framework, like this is getting into the, you know, oh, what is it? Master of none, kind of like what is that phrase? They're doing a bit of everything, and they'll be a master of none of them. What is that phrase? Oh wow, I don't remember. Jack of all trades, that's it. Jack of all trades, master of none. And Glam Shadow Skull, thank you for following. That's funny. I thought you were already following. You've been in here so many times before. But often much better than a master of none. Yes. Yes. That's so true. On fallback. What is on fallback? Oh. And in this case... just going to make Clippy happy. And it's not going to know these types. That's okay. Oh, but oftentimes better than a master of one. I mean to do that. Okay. So we need to send a message here. Centerpiece is interesting. Follow list is for convenience. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Makes sense. Also write, let's see. Also write a HTML plus CSS renderer. I love the README. CSS doesn't cascade. We're just going to make these unit, this unit as well, just to make it just to appease it. Type mismatch. Okay. I'm not seeing the error. Expected closure for signature for all lifetimes A. Oh, this is supposed to be borrowed? Wait, let's... I think you can do that, but... Oh, maybe here. We actually... It knows the type. We don't have to tell it on fallback. Okay, that will work for now. So we'll come in here, receive a message, and do something with it. Now, yeah, you can't borrow that. It already knew that it wanted to dine any, so... Yeah, fallback, it's already known. On tell, it's not known. So... Let's go to... Web. Oh, it's not here. It's in Web UI. Here. When we have a live view, we need to register a live view with the game engine, with the game server, so that it knows to say hello, etc., right? We need some mechanism for doing that. We could just, spam the server and say, hey, we received this, like, this thing exists, but from each one of our components, but I don't really want to do that. So our different UI components each receive a message listener and are part of a supervision tree. So it's getting a little messy already. Let's make this a proper trace. Okay, not bad. I am curious about UI components that contain other UI components. And we do that, right? That sort of thing. I think we should have a view registration piece, like that sends a message to the game server when it gets created, and then when it is dropped, it unregisters. That way the game server knows that these things have gone away. What would we call that? So this piece, what are we returning? We're returning HTML. Yay. Where do we put this? At the beginning? I don't want it to just hit the game server immediately. I want it to create the view and then tell the game server about it. You're just unlocking yourself with the project again? Constantly worried whether the abstraction you built is optimal. Should just throw code at the wall and change it if it's really that bad. Precisely, right? Like, what? Usually it's what? Like your third version is going to be okay, right? So get some mud on the wall. See how the pieces kind of fit together, and then kind of, you know, go back and correct it. Don't be too tied to any piece of code. And if it's going to be really big, then break down the abstractions early. Try to separate it out. Find some nice dividing lines. But HTML is returning this thing. And response. So it takes a function, line 110, receives an embedded live view. We see that with the closure. And returns HTML. Fine. I think we're going to clean this up a little. Going to have another function which is responsible for doing other pieces of this. Worrying about an abstraction you built for messaging backends. It works. It's even doing Redis demultiplexing for PubSub. The rest is just some arcs and dines built on top of the one trait. I heard this story once about from a friend. When they went to go work at Microsoft, they were going to be part of the Office team. And Office is a bit of a cash cow for Microsoft. And so they're sitting there. They're sitting there at the introduction. And this dev comes out and starts to talk to the people with like a very senior dev in Office. And they go on to say, you know, do not touch the old code. Do not. Just don't touch it. If you're working on something, we'll put that in new code. Do not touch the old code. Each line of that old code right now, each line is earning more money, right? Dollars per line, than any one of you is getting paid in a year. So don't touch that code. And I think it's a little bit of a mature kind of view at something that works, something that's sold, is in production, is earning some cash, right? It's doing the job. And don't touch the stuff that's doing the job. Right? So I think, Glitch, what I'm trying to say is, if you get something that's working and is doing the job, right? Don't change it. You would only ever come back to it if you absolutely had to, right? Performance, allocations, something else, right? Find a good reason. And I think, you know, to be frank, to have fun is also a good reason, right? Like, I'm going to change it just to have fun. If it's your own project, heck, why not? I want to try a different way of implementing this. And Dima, thank you for that follow. I'm going to put layers of indirection in here. I'm tired of this thing. This is going to be function. The thing I'm worrying is a bunch of allocations and dies. You need to make the trade object safe. You know, I do Rust like before work. And Rust, like, you worry about allocations, right? Is this on the heap? Is this on the stack? And then I go to work and they're all like, everything at work is just like abstracted, like way up above, right? You're not compiling code really. And, you know, so you might be using, you know, Node.js, TypeScript, all these other things, right? So they're running on VMs and whatnot. And there's like a ton of allocations and all of that stuff. Even the stuff that we're doing here, there's going to be a lot of allocations. But no, it kind of gets the job done. And is testing more important? Yes. A bunch of, yeah. Okay, so register view. We will take a, what do we want to take? This is going to be embed live view. Oh, that's right. Change that to render. We receive an embed live view. And we need to return. Is it HTML? Don't remember. Unit. Okay. And inside of here, we would end up calling this. Primogen, what's going on here? Yeah, we're doing some Rust. How you doing, man? And what we are actually doing is building a MUD. We want it to be like a 1990s MUD. We're going to take all the muddy goodness from our childhood, minus the eating of it, and bring it to the web so it's accessible to people. So you could just log into a MUD and experience it on the web. That's what we're building. We're playing around with Rust, Axum Live View. We're going to have all the view updates rendered on the server and pushed to the client. And then let's see what else we're going to do. Oh, and we're using Bastion for supervision trees. Yeah. So this is part of Axum Live View here. And right now we only have 2 UI components. This is the very beginning of this. So we have the history, just a little text area, not a prompt. So, welcome. Oh, the macros. And Diotolne has a great proc macro workshop on their GitHub repo. If you go through that, it helps a lot. I went through that. It is fantastic. You want Telnet? Well, we do have that. That's like the only feature that we've listed so far that we want to add later. Okay, so let's abstract this a little bit. We've got this view response, this live view. Now, when we go and try to render this, we want to register this view with a game server. So let's go ahead and call this other function. I'm going to move this code out of the way. Just put it down here. Comment it out. Okay, boom. We're going to call rendered view. Oh, it's looking so much prettier already. Except now I can't even find the function. Handle, oh, it's down here. Went right past it. So we'll pass render view. That should be okay. Ooh, does this get a generic argument? It does. It's a lifetime and a live view. Let's see if we can get away without the lifetime. Unencrypted traffic is the best. Lets you throw out the seatbelts for 2% performance. Absolutely. In FTP, we should all go back to just raw FTP. And returns, oh, we need to return HTML, blah. Okay, Axum Live View HTML. Perfect. We were looking for that type. We want response HTML? I thought it was just Axum HTML. Oh, Axum Live View HTML. Let's just add that here. Okay. And in this case, we need some sort of generic. It's usually the caller that defines the generic type. So in this case, what is it going to be? Oh, L message. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. We do that? Mismatch types. Okay. SSL added and removed here. Well, that must be known at this point. Fine. Now my throat's just a bit off today. Oh, Brooke. Good morning. How was your stream? And welcome, everyone. Welcome. We are working on a mud, or what we aspire to be a mud. I think we have the type okay for that. So when we render the view, we'll want to do a couple of things. We do this without a closure? Oh my goodness, I don't know if we can. Where does... Whoa. So... where will our components live? As... oh, they're going to be as part of the view. Sorry, I was just thinking through this problem where we need the view to register itself with a game engine. A mud of tomorrow. Yes, the mud of tomorrow. It was good. Solved one problem and left the app in a broken state. We're about to set up saving cookies. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you got some stuff ready for tomorrow then? And so I naively thought that I could just have a component, like some other thing, live in here. But I can't. It has to get added to the view. So really, I need something, a component, that whose sole job is to register itself with a game engine. Wow. Wonder how many places I can embed a live view. Can I do this twice? Gotta set up a traffic ingress route. You have no idea about traffic. Okay. Well, I think what I just did is pointless in that all of this can just move. Is this not going to match the bracket? Nope, not going to do it. Okay, we'll just move this into that function. Oops, I should have... let's see, oh, it's not going to uncomment it. Oh, come on. Why not? Oh, is it because Rust format removed some of the slashes? Alright, fine. Okay. Okay, so we have our live view. This type parameter, blah, blah, blah. Type must be known at this point. Type annotations needed. I don't know. I don't know what the type annotation is there. Oh, this isn't going well. Why is it that our closure gets to know its type? We would have to define that for our function, wouldn't we? And how would we do that? The return type element. So this isn't going to work for another reason, right? Because we were closing over this view ID. So we're just undoing. Makes me a little sad, but everything will be all right. Almost there. Come on. Good. Yep. One more. There we go. By render live view. Okay. Given our discovery that we have to attach a component in here, let's just create a new component. A little surprised by it, but it's okay. Well, but first, can we answer another question? Can we have this twice with different things in it? Let's say, let's have a second prompt, right? Prompty. Oh, come on. My fingers. Okay, prompt. What is that doing? We have prompty. We're just going to embed live view. Embed prompty. Does that work? We can do this twice. Mismatch types. Alex Rise, how you doing? Okay. Mismatch types. Expected struct prompt. Can I do this in, let's say, a div? Does this help? Oh. No, it doesn't, because this is a call to embed live view. Oh, so this ends up defining the type information on embed live view. So the whole live view has to be represented there. Oh, I see. Oh, fancy. Let's get rid of prompty. So if that's the case, how do we have a structure of these live view components? What was that tool used to generate TypeScript definitions in the chat app called? Oh, SRS. It was this one, and then there's also one from One Password. Yeah, TS-RS. It has a different set of limitations, but okay. So let's see if we can nest these things, because I don't want to have like all of our view components in here like this. I want history to be able to come and go based on something else. So if it was inside of another live view piece, whatever, that could be useful. So how do we chain these live view pieces? Oh, Epic Blarg. It's reminds me of yeah, like that Dungeons and Dragons spoof where people are called to the dark side. Somebody even did it was a radio thing, and then somebody did a animation on top of it. Okay, I need some better documentation on this. Let's go look at live view. Set users. Maybe? No. Let's open some docs. Docs. Cargo doc. We have these different live view pieces, the counter, for example, etc. Counter implements live view, and so it can update itself with pieces. It can render HTML, and it render other components. I think I have Splinter in my glove. Type share, that's it, type share. There it is. Fully Splinter. This is actually a chunk of wood. Okay. Much better. And we, okay, life cycle. Findings. Modules, event data extract. Ooh, test utilities. Wait, where's the example? Where's it? Oh, assert. Okay. This doesn't seem like a very good test. Maybe this is the entire test? I don't know. Oh, I was on mute. Drat. Okay, so yeah, basically, I went to the repository, looked for examples that had nesting, didn't see anything, went to the issues, found one that mentioned nest, and with these two changes, it thinks it's possible to nest views. With this, you can nest views that don't necessarily have the same message type. Okay. Files changed? What files changed? Oh, our font is too... We're too zoomed in to see that. The map function and a map with mutability. Let's go look at that then. Map the messages to a different type. Oh, really? This is all we get. Okay. But this is apparently the key to nesting types. Use type safety for update and pub sub message. Okay. Strongly type pub subtopics. Topic is now a trait that declares messages it expects. No. All right, how do we do HTML map? And how would we use this? There's map, and I thought there was also a map mutable. HTML template created with HTML. So we get that back, and then we map. Why does he say message here? Not sure. Let's just come up with another UI component. Let's go into UI mod. Oh, we're in UI mod. Just going to create a module. Mod. And what is this? This is register view. I don't know. Facing. Live view for register view. Update, let's do nothing. It's not bail. And then in render, we need some sort of HTML. What is our message type? Should be an enum, probably. Serialize, fine. And serialize, of course. One more? Oh. Hey, okay, so now we have our little register view. Let's just move that out to its own file. Now we have register view. How can we use that somewhere else? We have live view combined, which combines different view pieces. But it so we can have siblings here, right? I wonder if we should be using combine or map. Is map used in combine? Ooh. Okay, let's just go into one of these. Let's go into history, why not? We create a new one called like game view that hosts all of these. I don't know. Where's our HTML? Here it is. So in this case, it seems like combine would work, wouldn't it? Oh, but the message type is wrong, isn't it? Ew. What would our message type be here? Axum Live View HTML self message. Right? And this would be a view message. Heck, I don't know. Let's play around. Let's see. History equals that. History.map. Map the message to a different type. And why would we map it to a different type? So we get it where T, what is T here? Is T the message? Must be. Yes, that's the message type. I see. So we're mapping just the message type itself. How do we map that message type? How does this help? Like, let's say, okay. Let's say we did have that other view, right? That register view. I see a way where we could just combine here, but not map. Problem here is the message type. The browser. And here, the type doesn't not need to be known. What does this return? Returns combine and combine. Wait, where's our combine object? Oh. It's not documented. Oh. Okay, combine. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, the types get messy really quick. Okay. That's... We take T, and then we map it to something else. I'm just going to return T. That ends up returning it, but it's not helpful. Is it the case where we should... Least complex... Yeah, I feel like we should be able to have inside of here some other type. Like we do HTML again, right? And we get this HTML here, and we put that in here, and then we can add something else. Oops. Just adding divs for fun. Just why not? Okay. Mismatch types. Expected struct. Okay, but now we have 2. Right, because we're not mapping the type correctly. What does self message mean here? This is the message that we're going to receive. So we'll receive this view message. In our case, where's view message defined? At the bottom. Yeah, it's not very impressive. Just an enum with junk in it. Oops. I closed the file on accident. My deving front end, if I don't throw divs at everything, right? Seriously. And they took away our blink tag. Those monsters. How do we use map? Could it be used inside? Marquee forever. Yes. Yes. Remember when you used to be able to use VB script on web pages? Just do it with tables. Absolutely. So something here, I just don't quite see it yet. Am I thinking about this upside down? So we have HTML. Maybe we should have two pieces. Let's say would we use it along with combine? Maybe. Because here we would need to map it to a different type in order for it to become self-message. Let's see. Can we do... We want the different views. I just want one. Okay. Let's say register. And let's just call it R. Foo equals that. We'll register. Let's have HTML in here. And then we have R. And we also have our history piece. Oh, they don't have this for just one. Damn it. That's right. Because combine is for joining more than one thing. Gotcha. All right. Still think something might be there with combine. This is obviously wrong. Unless we change our message type. Oh, wow. We wrote the ingress, choose traffic ingress routes, and we didn't lose our cluster IP. Congrats. Yet? Oh dear. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure on this. So if we look at the documentation here, map the message to a different type. Cool. Oh, I wonder if there's tests with this. Any tests? No? Wow. What about in the rest of the repo? No, I don't remember seeing tests on this. No test. With this, you can nest views that don't necessarily have the same message type. I want to see what combine uses. What does combine use? What's our documentation? No. Like an index file here? Goodness, this is tiny. Just help. What's help do? No. Create. Sure, let's just go to Axum Live View. Index. Here we go. Fine. Oh, yeah, we went down this a little bit. It goes into combine, and if we go up one and look at combine, are we using map in here? We are. Basically the same stuff over and over again. Yeah. Examples? Add source. Main. Shank. Thank you for the follow. So this is really what I want. I want to be able to render different things depending on some state. Right? You've been logged in. We changed the UI. That sort of thing. How do we do that? HTML form. Interesting that you can do an if-else inside of HTML. Fascinating. Let's look at that. I want to look at the source. You do. You can do all Rust things inside HTML, no? I wish we knew. Okay, so if we can, well, let's just say that all Rust just flows through. What does that give us? Okay. We don't have the ability to call embed anymore, right? What we would have done in UI mod here, would have called, where is it? Down here, embed. And this really just hooks it.
what's going on? Yo, what's going on?
Unmute again. This throat thing is not helping the stream. All right, mismatch types. We have combined view. Let's return combined view. Okay. It's not going to be the right type because this returns combined history prompt, which isn't the same thing. Okay. I get that. Let's comment that out and try again. HTML. Oops, too many. Well, implement standard format display. What? No, it's not. So that's not getting wired into the view. We try to do it that way. How else would we do this? Let's say we did have some HTML. Let h equals that. h.map. That's the message. Then what do we do in here that can nest types? Supposedly we're supposed to convert the message type. But how do we put things together so that we can convert the message type. We have history. Perhaps we call history.render. Mismatch types, okay. Expected struct HTML came message, found struct, XM live view, history message, okay. Why is it history message? Oh, because this is the first type. Ooh, so dot map. Then we would change the type here. How do we change this type? So we need to go from history message to prompt message. I have to do something here. Is there a rusty way to see how many digits are in an int? You need to do them. Do I need to? Isn't that log 10? There's a log, yeah. Number of digits in a number log. Consider the base. B is 10. Other bases are handled the same way. Yeah, you just need log 10 of n. Right? And then you basically floor that. Logarithm of. Oh, here, let's use some. We have what, 10 digits, so max it. Ew, whether log 10 is faster or slower. Well, that's a different question, right? You just round up, right? Oh, is toString.length faster? No. It would be interesting to see a benchmark on that. Oh, I see. So we can. Oh, this is slowly coming together. All right. So this message would map into. Oops. History message. And interesting. Okay, so this is history view message. Expected option. What? Found. Oh, this needs to be an option to that. Okay. Cool. MS boom. Okay. So we have this message. We need to map it into message, history message. I think I'm getting this. Okay. Holy cow. Okay. Look at that. We figured it out. So the host type, oh, shenanigans. Oh, sugar. The host type, its message needs to have some way for accommodating Helix, you're driving me batty here. That little border there. I get what, 4 lines to select? Outside that, it scrolls. Okay. The host message needs to be able to accommodate the other message types in some way. And then how do we pass these sorts of messages back down? Does our update need to proxy these things back into the children messages, like the inner components? I don't know. Okay, let's extract this out. No. Just okay. This is a little bit of a mess, but I'm okay with this. We're not able to use combined view, which bums me out. Let's game equals game new message listener. Sure. That this is going to be important for later, which is why I'm spending so much time on it, because we will want pieces to come and go depending on the state of the game and the state of the different components. Good. This we'll have to figure out. History. I just want the update. Updated colon new self, man. Oh, what? It's dawning on me that this might end up looking a lot like Combine. Let's see. Render. Okay, so this one has T1 and T2. 2 live views that come in. So this is combining 2 elements. In mount, yeah, we propagate. In update, propagate. We're basically doing the same thing that Combine does. Okay. So we'll probably have to propagate this stuff. Call mount on everything. Call update on everything. So if the message is for the first element, should I think it's this one. Fascinating. Hopefully we can get away with a little bit less, but we'll see. Because in this case, right, we have the spawns thing where we're returning updated with spawns. And this updated, do we have access to that? Ooh. Into the spawns. New. Live view. Spawn future. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Right now, we're not propagating messages. We're not propagating mounts. Yeah, nothing actually holds on to these, does it? This render doesn't, yeah, it just borrows self. So this is going to drop pretty quick. Hey, Petter, how you doing? So history and prompt would have to be members on game. Interesting. Is there the opposite of mount? Or is it? It just drops, right? Because if I wanted to unmount it and then mount it again, right? Do I have to create a new one? Maybe. So things that are optional, things that come and go. Oh. We'd have to wrap them in an option and then just manage that somehow. Okay. So here, render, or rather, is this game? No, we want to go back to game. Oh, history we can clean up though. What was this? This was... It was just that. Okay. For game, these two pieces need to be members. Not quite like that, but history. Commas. Come on, up one, over. Replace comma. Nope, comma. Thank you. Uh, 3x delete. Generate new, sure. We're not doing anything with the update. But we have a compiling game component. Okay. Does that mean that this is going to see the prompt messages? Interesting. I think we also have to call mount on the other two components. Alt render. Oh, mount is here. I missed that. Or did I just add it? I think I might have just added it. What is the default on that mount? It's empty. Perfect. We just pass everything through? Because this needs a different view handle. How do we create new view handles? Let's look and see how Combine does it. Where's mount? Mount. Width. So we clone the handle. We call width on it. We give it the message type. What does width do here? Width. History.mount needs to be called with its own message, which is its view message. That's not a function, so it's not going to work. What's either to T1? Oh. It's our variant. I don't think that's going to work for us. Because in this case, it would be, this would be history message. That's our T1, but the type is wrong. URI request headers. I get that backwards? Yes. Cloned the wrong one. Okay. With this private? No. Oh. Okay. What does with do? Yeah, that's not good. Greater than 20-second delay. Yeah, we've had a couple of Starlink moments. So this is creating a new view handle. Okay, I feel like I'm getting something wrong here. When we mount. We get a view handle. Fine. Right. It's converting the message from one type to the other, right? Which is neat. Means that it needs to kind of propagate to only certain messages. Like the history section should only get the messages where our message is a history message, right? And prompt, same. So what is a view handle? Can we create view handles? We can create a new one. We send? We can. So we do have send and forward. Yes, we can create our own view handle. So we could create a new view handle and then only forward on certain messages. Just past this. Argument methods are incorrect. What does this want? Found tuple. Mismatch types. What? News private? Ah. Okay, so no, we can't create them. And width can't be called. Okay. Yep, constructor is private as well. So, we can't construct TX because it's not pub. And the new function is pub create. Is there a default? Is there implement default? Maybe we're back to combine. Live view. Sorry, I was looking for the dog. The dog has vanished. I'll be right back. Maybe there's another way to achieve subviews. Yes. Okay, so let's say we did happen to use combine here. Fine. The views, we want self.history, self.prompt. Okay. And the mistakes H and P. Combines those into a view. Okay. Basically the same thing. We have H. That magically calls all of the other things, right? Combine would call these other pieces. Now, our return type's wrong. Because our game message isn't the right type. Right? We could then map that. But how do we map that to our own type? To self-message, right? Message combined. And I don't even know what do we put here, right? Like nothing for now. Let's try nothing. Marquitos, thank you for the follow. And did I miss Kid Shank? Thank you. Saying it's not an iterator. Oh, wait. Oh, it returns combine. Oh, which isn't HTML. These types are, these are the ethers. I don't know. I feel like there's a better way. We have to use combine because we can't proxy the mounts because of the handle. Is there nothing in the docs? Not that I've seen. Here, you can have a counter, you can embed the counter. Live view as a Rust struct. Or you can do operations, deep state, render stuff. I wonder how these buttons are being rendered. Okay, anyhow. Response is used to embed the live view in the template. Okay. Upgrade, okay. Twice, fine. Splits bindings. CHTML for details on all the supported bindings. Let's click that. To-do. All right. Some pros and cons to keep in mind when deciding whether a simple programming model. Event data. Data associated with events from the client, such as click and form events. Fine. Extractor for embedding live views in HTML templates. Let's see. We have embed live view and live view upgrade in here. This is what we are currently using, where it takes a live view. So we can come back to that. Commands live view, server rendered live views, updated view handle, a handle to a live view that can be used to send messages to the view that don't come from the client. Interesting, okay. So yeah. We don't have the ability to create those channels. Huh. Combines multiple live views into one, which is what we were seeing before. You embed them, etc. But we don't have, well, we're embedding the top level component and trying to put the combine in an intermediary component. Okay, test HTML to do. Maps the message to a different type, which we can do for rendering, but maybe not for propagating messages back up. Serialize. I'm not seeing. Yeah. Since late 2022. That's not that long ago. So what, 4 months ago? Isaac, how you doing? So we have pull requests here. What are the pull requests? File upload progress tracking. No more async, no more errors. Okay, docs. TSRF tokens. Yeah. Shouldn't be used for anything serious. Okay. Well, this has been a good adventure so far. Let's look at... Oh, goodness. Where's our little friends? I feel like... What would it take for us to do this in Deoxys? What does their stuff look like? Live view and live components. They do so much. Example, Axum. Okay. LiveView is currently limited in capability when compared to the web platform. LiveView is run on the server in a native thread. This means the browser APIs are not available. Surrendering WebGL, Canvas, etc. is not as easy as the web. Sure. Native system APIs are accessible, so streaming WebSockets, file systems, etc. are available. Oh, where was... Server-side rendering? This means you can't easily use Deoxys with most web frameworks. You'll want to spawn virtual DOM on its own thread and communicate with it via channels. For retained state, server-side rendering, and central live video, you need to create a pool of virtual DOMs. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so this has its own issues. Render the virtual DOM. And that's it. Done. Boom. Okay. Live view pool. No. Okay. Interpreter glue format. Okay. Yes, I live again. No, yeah. Goodness, we've had quite a few streams since I kind of took a break. Been pretty solid. And thank you, Soy Pete. You are coming in at the very end of my stream, though. So in the next 5 minutes or so, I need to bail. So it looks like we can get a live view pool. What is view being used for here? I didn't see that. Where is view? Oh, view.launch down here on WebSocket upgrade. Oh, I see. This isn't a very complete example. I guess here. I missed that at the beginning. Use state. So we get some scope. Another option would be to fork Axum Live View. Change some visibility. That I kind of like better at the moment. Maybe create a little issue, ask for guidance. Do they have like a discussions here? Oh, we could ask. Oh, look, I didn't even look at this. Nest. Conditional rendering, wrap and functions. Ooh. You just define render page, render counter page. Here we go. Otherwise, you have to use combine. Okay. One before the other. It does not allow you to nest one inside of the other. You have to handle that yourself in your view implementation. Okay, great. Okay, this wasn't very long ago either. Okay, that's good. Let's look at the other one. Support custom events. How do we handle that ourselves in our view implementation? I feel like we're going on the right track. Like this is like we're making progress. Maybe we don't have to worry about mount. But let's pretend that we don't. I know the combine does it, but let's just ignore that for now. Oops. Comment that. Put this back. Okay. This all works, right? Let's see. Oh. You move there, sure. We don't want it here. Oh. There. Let's comment that out. Going to comment. Oops. Comment out those. Good. Game message is private. Okay. Let's look at prompt. On mount, we should get called. Okay. Let's see if we get that. What? Okay, so it does not look like it was mounted. Yeah, we have to basically proxy the mount. Okay. All right, so we'll be forking some stuff tomorrow. Let's get a raid going. In the render of game, do I embed the other components? Yes. So here, if we go back to game, here, we proxy render. Right? Now, it calls render, right? Because we can see that the views are being drawn here, right? We see history goes here. You see this stuff. So it's actually being called. The HTML is being generated. Those functions are invoked. The problem is the mounting, and that mount isn't called. Do we even need mount? Good question. I don't know. It's worth thinking through. Because mount is by default empty. We would only need that if we needed to be able to send them some notes. So we could just proxy all the updates from here. Like we could call, and pass these messages through. Oh shoot. I got like half a minute. Match message. I'll match arms. Let's just get rid of this one. Don't need that. Self.history.update message and data. We do the same thing here. Message. These return updated. Oh, and they have incompatible types. Fine. Let's just toss. Partially moved. What? Where was it moved? Self-history update. Oh, shenanigans. Okay. Because update consumes self. What? Why? Because it produces a new updated. So we would have to merge these updated pieces. Spawns live view. Is it possible? Alright, I gotta raid and run. Interesting that update consumes self, right? I hadn't noticed that before. Yeah, good question for that. That's gonna be at the back of my mind all day today, though. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Can we all be honest that if a